Divinity. Okay, so I see we have another new child in the crowd besides just my daughter, so that's exciting. So, Talon, I'm told is your name. Welcome to our center, Talon. We do have an opportunity for the kids to come on up and share some of their spirit with us. And we have a word of the day before the kids go to the Growing Spirit Circle and do their crafts. And the word for today is awakening. We didn't talk about this. Go ahead.
When you wake up in the morning, you feel happy?
Yeah, that's pretty much like an awakening. Like when we wake up in the morning, we wake up, and an awakening is sometimes when we just wake up and we suddenly realize something new and wonderful. Awakening comes when you're looking for the possibilities within yourself. You don't just coast along doing only enough to get by on. Awakening is when you awaken to the best you can be and to be the best that you can, and do the best that you can do. So we have an affirmation for us all to do together, and that is, I am awake to all that I can be. Awesome. Okay, so if you guys want to go back to Fun Day School, I think, Gord is doing Fun Day School today. Yeah! Okay. So a couple of announcements. As I said earlier, today is our potluck, so I'm sure we're all looking forward to that. April 21st, we have scheduled our next dinner and a movie, so that should be on a Friday night. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but it's usually on a Friday night. There's sign-up sheets in the hall, and you can sign up for that and pay your fee. It doesn't say what the fee is on here. I can't remember. I think it's about $10 or $20. $20. Okay. We have another bingo coming up on April 13th. That is again on a Wednesday, I believe. You would also contact Juliet if you have any questions. And Juliet, is there a sign-up sheet for that now too? Yes, there is. Okay, so it's in the hall, also on the table to sign up for that. April 16th. That's Sunday, April 16th. We'll have one of our favorite guest speakers, Reverend Doug Craig. He's also the founder of this center, so he's always a pleasure to have come speak with us. We can look forward to that. April 30th, we have our board annual general meeting. So if anybody's looking to join the board this year, that would be the meeting that you can come and join us. And you can just join as a member and help us come up with ideas on fun things for the center. And April 30th will be our April potluck. There is also another sign-up sheet for a prayer chain, and that is if you'd like to sign up for that, you'll just put your name down, and then I believe you're contacted. I'm not sure, or else you're just included in the prayers. I'm not sure how the prayer chain is working. Nobody's explained it to me, so. But you could probably check in with Reverend Joanne for questions on that. Oh, reading of the Science of Mind magazine. Yes.
Let's read the inside of our program.
Perfect.
In your handout, there's membership forms. You need to be a member in order to vote at the general meeting in April.
Okay.
Fill them out.
Okay, so if anybody didn't hear that, okay, at the beginning, in the front of your programs, there's the sign-up sheet to become a member of our center, so you do have to have that filled in if you want to come and join the board. Okay? It should be a little purple sheet that you fill out. Is it blue? Okay. Okay, so also in our... It's colored. And it asks for your name and your information.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So what if we've already filled this out? Can I put it in here?
Yeah, you should be able, we do have to do one a year. We do have to do it every year. So I do mine every year in January. I fill mine in. and drop it in the basket here.
I'll check the list after.
Yeah, and even if you filled it out on the day out, because yours is last year, and it's going to be good. Come to the meeting. Come help us. All right. So at the back of your programs, of the cover of the programs, it has our vision, our mission, our commitment, our intention, and our identity. So we'll read those all together today, if everybody is up for that. And so we'll start with our vision. Our vision. Personal empowerment of the individual through personal spiritual growth in a loving community. Our mission, to practice and teach universal principles as expressed in the science of mind and to create a safe place for individual expression. Our commitment, to celebrate and make a positive difference in the lives of all whom we touch. Our intention, to expand the awareness of God's presence in our daily lives. Our identity, a center for spiritual living, a place of infinite possibilities. And it's absolutely true. So now we will introduce our fabulous, graceful, joyful, fresh speaker talking on Divinely Authentic, Reverend Joanne Love Faith Boruck. Peace and love.
See how it's doing. Okay. Oh, I'm just over the moon. It's so great to see new faces and old faces and young faces and old faces. Hey, that sounds like a Dr. Seuss. Oh, should I move this out a little bit? Is that better? Good morning, beautiful souls. You're supposed to say beautiful back. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Oh, thanks. Welcome to March 26, 2023, Center for Spiritual Living, Red Deer. This is your time, and it's precious, and it's divine. Therefore, let's begin with a collective breath. Inhale and release with a sigh. You ready? Oh, I need one more. Join me. Oh, gosh. You are such a blessing in my life. I invite you, before I do this affirmative prayer, to bring to mind all those who need our healing and need our prayers today. Because we're all one, when we hold their names and their memories in our hearts, it becomes their truth as well. In our togetherness, in body, mind, and spirit, I know and declare, there is only one power, one presence, one divine intelligence I call God the Spirit. I am Spirit, here to express my unique power, my divine intelligence, and to be a presence in each breath. To be present in all my relationships, and to be a present to all who are willing to be a part of my life. I am divinely authentic. It is my gift and my truth. With great thanksgiving for this teaching and for the knowledge that I can and do change my life in wondrous and magnificent ways for my greatest and highest good. I release this affirmative prayer into the one who has already made it so, and together let us affirm, and so it is. And so it is. There is no more authentic words than that. And so it is. So I invite you to just look up, and I'll tell you why later. And just repeat with me, I am divinely authentic, and so it is. I am divinely authentic, and so it is. Wow, that felt so good. Okay, one more time. I am divinely authentic, and so it is. Ernest Holmes, our founder and teacher, says, we need never view human personality as something unreal or unworthy, but rather as an individualization of the divine. It is the universal spirit that is incarnated in each one in a unique way, and that gives warmth and color and variation. Otherwise, life would be eternal monotony. So he says that. We are an individualization of the divine. And that, my fellow spiritual beings, is why I'm exactly, uniquely, divinely authentic. And so are you. You're an individualized expression of the divine. So just imagine for me, if you were here for meditation, you might know that I talked about this. Imagine for me there's just a light just above your head, just swirling around, a beautiful white light. It could be a brilliant mist or a halo or a crown, and it follows you wherever you go. It's just there. That is your divine individualization. Sometimes we forget that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and we get stuck in our humanness, and we get off track, and we believe that we need to be something we're not, when we are enough just the way we are. With all our imagined warts and faults, my white spots, all those things, that is all we are. All our challenges and imperfections, we just have to look up. That's where our divinity is. Just there, waiting for us to recognize it. You know, I have this sign on my wall at home that I got from my grandma when she died. And it says, sorrow looks back, worry looks around, and faith looks up. You know, until I started writing this, I really didn't embrace what that sign meant. Our yearly theme, we have a global theme called Living Out Loud. Wow, that was perfect for me. But it really means to just fully express who you are and, more important, who you have come here to be. Because those should be the same. Who you are and what you're come here to be, that should be the same. You know, authenticity really empowers us to step into areas of our life with integrity, with our real, authentic self. And that means you have to take down the barriers. You have to stand in your own personal truth and power. It takes courage. It takes a lot of self-love. But if we look up, we can see our divinity. It's in all of us. Brene Brown says, authenticity is a daily practice of letting go who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. Holy wow, I go through that every day. In the book of Genesis, it says, in chapter 1, let us make humankind in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the earth. In Science of Mind, that's one of our primary principles, that we are a spiritual being and that we were made in the image and likeness of the thing itself. Whatever you call spirit. There's nothing lacking. There was nothing lacking when we arrived, when we were newborn, and there's nothing lacking now. Our teaching, the Science of Mind, it's work. No doubt about it. It is work. And attending some of our services really gets you thinking. At least that's our intention. I hope it gets you thinking. And it's different. It's different than other things out there. And, you know, when I think about organized religion, And I've been to them. I think about them like an umbrella. And you stand under the umbrella and you feel safe and you feel protected. You know, on our online communication, there's so much talk about how can we get people back in the center? How can we better serve our center? Like we're in competition or something. But it's totally different, but the same. So this umbrella that stands over us and keeps us safe, but it doesn't empower us. When I sat and asked those questions, I'm a real visual person, so I'm thinking about that. You know, how can we encourage people to step out from under the umbrella? And I think about all the people I know that are on a spiritual journey. Do you know what they've done? They climbed out from the umbrella and they climbed on top of the umbrella to see what's up there. So that's what we need to do. Get out from under whatever we think is our safe place. Wherever that is. It could be our home, it could be our friends, whatever is your umbrella. Get out from under it, climb right up on top, and look and see what's out there. In these New Thought churches, that's what we do. We empower, we encourage, we inspire people to see what's out there. So when you're ready to climb on top of that umbrella, you'll find your individualized, unique divinity. Your divinely authentic self. It's waiting for you. And just because I'm a visual person, you know, you might think, that is a crazy analogy. But I like to bring it into my mind's eye. So that's how I saw it, and you can take it or not. So the notes on this week, they send us notes, ideas, and it says, what's standing in our way of our divine authenticity is shame. Wow, I don't like that word. I don't resonate with that word. And I always associated it with blame. But that's not altogether true. Shame is a feeling when you think you're not enough. Shame is when we believe there's something wrong with us. And we feel bad about who we are because we're flawed. And that made me feel a little better thinking about it. And you know, you can find shame right there in the wide open, keeping us hidden when we withdraw love from ourselves because we aren't enough. We aren't the right size or successful enough, or we need to become more productive, more kind, stronger, more spiritual. It's not enough. That's where we find shame. And now I want to tell you a story about the smile that came alive, kind of like Pinocchio. And it's a little story, and it's about me. Some people ask me, why do you smile all the time? Well, it's not a secret that I found my divinely authentic self. But it wasn't always like that. You see, when I first put this smile on, it was a diversion away from my not enoughness. And I know it's not just me. Lots of people do that because there's songs out there like Tears of a Clown by Smokey Robinson, or Tracks of My Tears, sung so eloquently by Linda Ronstadt, and I'm probably dating myself. And Smokey Robinson wrote that too. So I know it's not just me that sometimes feels they're not enough. So for many years, through my challenging teenage motherhood, through my broken marriages and on, I wore a smile, hoping no one would see that I was a fraud. That's what I felt like, a fraud. I guess that's another definition of shame. I don't like to hear it now, but it was a long, long time ago, and I am over it. It has no power over me. So I was practicing fake it till you make it before it was a buzzword. I was practicing this philosophy and didn't even know it. If you believe it, you'll see it. Act as if it were so, and it will be. And woohoo, it worked. One day, maybe 25 years ago, I woke up and I realized I was truly, actually happy. I started to study some spiritual things like Reiki, and I started coming to church, and pretty soon I wasn't a fraud anymore. Because I knew, too, when I look back, that journey, that made me who I am today. And I felt free. The divorce happened in there, too, in that part where I started to feel better. So I've been free for the first time in 40 years. So today, my smile is a reflection of my divine authenticity. And when I look up and I see the light, that light that's always shone down on me, but I was too busy looking down or looking around. So maybe that happened for you too. Maybe your smile came to life. Ernest Holmes put it this way in this thing called you. There's something within you beyond doubt and fear, something which has never been limited by your acts or destroyed by your feelings. This is the only something that can make you whole. I think that sums up it all for me. Donna, God calling. It's Arnold getting that call. Okay. And another way you claim your authenticity in our teaching is to do affirmative prayer. You can pray any way you want, but we pray in an affirmative way, knowing the truth of all of us already. And it's got 5 steps. Actually, we're talking to Lena about the 7 steps, and we're going to investigate that another Sunday. 5 steps. Creator or God is. And what would that creator be? Power, peace, beauty, and love in my life. Power, peace, beauty, and love. And then step 2. Because I am made in the image and likeness, I too am power, peace, beauty, and love. And step 3. This is the part where we really claim who we are, and we act as if it was so, because it is. So we say in step 3, I am a divine, authentic being, alive and vibrant. I shine the light of my divinity with pride and self-love. Then we move to step 4, which is gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I am filled with gratitude for the truth of my divine self and the opportunity to learn, to teach, and to act authentically and truthfully. I'm so grateful for this teaching. And step 5 is an act of faith. I release in total faith and conviction. I let go, knowing it is received by the one God and returned to me, full and overflowing. I could do a whole talk about faith. How faith is more than knowing, it's believing. It's something that nobody can take away from you. You know, and you know that you know that you know that you're enough. And we finish always with, and so it is. I have a couple of suggestions for you this week. I want you to step forward courageously, being divinely authentic in who you are and not who you're not. I want you to tell your story to someone you can trust, because it helps remove the charge. I've never told that story about the smile that came to life. And let that light in. When you look up and you know you're part of something greater, let it in. Look up a few more times today and see your divine essence, because you're made in the image and likeness. So the next time you think you got to look around or behind you, look up instead. And I want you to ask yourself, what would it feel like if you could be fully who you are in your own skin and own this entire life and still feel accepted? That's the kicker. And maybe for some people, and to not matter who accepts you as long as you accept yourself. Honor who you are, not who you're not. And I want you to think about 5 skills or talents that you have in this life. And really, I want you to think of one right now. And it starts with, I am. That's all you need to be. So I'm going to start with, I am Joanne, and I am generous. And I'm going to pass this mic to Carmen, who's going to pass it around. I want to hear your name, and I know who Carmen is.
I'm Carmen, and my blessing is just I feel love in, out, and all around.
I'm Edith, and I'm compassionate.
I'm Donna, and I'm Joy.
I'm Shweta and I'm loving.
I'm Justin, I'm quiet.
I am Diane, and I'm creative.
I'm Pat, and I'm loud.
I'm Arnold, and I don't know what to say.
Handsome, handsome.
But anyway, I'm glad to be here.
Okay.
I am Ruth, and I'm loving.
And you know, online they can't hear you or see you. That's why I want to hear your name.
I'm Linda, and I'm content.
I'm Dale, and I'm courageous.
I am Susan. I am courageous.
I'm Juliet, and I'm Joy.
I'm Joyce, and I'm artistic.
I am Gord, and I am blessed to be surrounded by so many unique, magnificent individualizations of God. Thank you.
I am Russell, and I am prosperity.
I'm Curtis, and I'm thankful. I'm also a great bass player.
I'm Aurora, and I'm healing.
I'm Dustin, and I'm learning.
I am Wendy, and I am a divine spirit.
I am Debbie, and I am an advocate.
I am John, and I am patient.
I am Janice and I am blessed.
I'm Karen, I'm receiving.
My name is Justin, and I am here.
I am Lena, and I am nurturing.
I am Adrian, and I am grateful.
I'm Raylan and I love giving out love.
Okay, I'll get you to shut it off, Adrian. Because when you bring it up here, it'll just... So in closing, I just want to remind you that you are alive. So let your authenticity come alive. As long as you're alive, be all you can be. Be all you can be. That means come to Sunday service, here or any place where people gather to celebrate. Jesus said, wherever two or more are gathered, that's where I'll be. So find a place that belongs to you with like-minded people who see your light. Support what's important to you with your time and your treasure. And if you just close your eyes for a moment, I'll affirm and know as we leave this morning, the words today are received with love, knowing that what you learn is for your personal growth and for you to share in wisdom and truth. Thank you for spending your time with each of us at Center for Spiritual Living Red Deer. We honor you, we see you, and we love you. And you can open your eyes now as I show you once again who I am. I'm Reverend Joanne, faith, peace, and love Boruck. And I am divinely authentic, and so are you, and so it is. Thank you.